Applications for the Enhanced Replant program can be found on the IAF client portal. If you have not already registered your organization, you will need to do so. If you have, you can simply log in and you'll be brought to this homepage. From here, you can find the application forms under the Funding Opportunities heading on the left-hand side menu. Scroll down to the stream you're wishing to apply for and select the green button on the right-hand side to start your application form. For the sake of this video, I already have a draft underway, so I will navigate down to Applications, Draft Applications heading in the menu on the left-hand side. To edit your application, click onto the application and select Edit on the right-hand side. The IAF client portal does not auto-save applications. As you're working through your application, we highly recommend you utilize the Save button at the bottom right-hand corner or the Save and Close button if you need to exit the application and come back to it at a later point in time. The first section of your application speaks to your organization information. This information pulls through from the organization that you have registered with the client portal. If anything does not look correct and you need to update it, please close your application and navigate towards your organization under Validated heading. From there, you will be able to edit and update any information required. Let's get back to the application form. Now that we know that the organization information is correct for this application, we can move on. The next question is the demographic information. To complete this question, you will need to click on the hyperlink in point 2, AF Demographic Data Collection Survey. This opens a new tab in your browser. To be able to complete this, you'll need to answer the questions including your organization's legal name and the application project ID. This can be found on your application in the client portal. If we navigate back here and we scroll to the top of the page, in the green heading you will see ID. I will highlight this here and copy. Navigating back to the survey, I can simply go into this question now and paste. You'll then scroll down the page and go through the questions. As you answer them, more questions will populate. This should only take 5 to 10 minutes to complete, depending on if you have your information readily available for your organization. Once completed, you will be provided with a confirmation ID number. Please make sure that you copy this confirmation ID number so that when you go back to the IAF client portal, you can paste it into this field here. For the sake of this demonstration, I will use one done earlier. Moving on, we get into program questions. For the sake of this example, I'm going to select blueberry removal for my project. I'm then going to work through these remaining questions as they apply to my application and to my project. As you proceed, some questions may require additional information and new questions may populate. As you can see, answering yes to does your project take place across multiple locations generated the second question here, where I am to select all locations that are additional to the one I have already input into my application where my project is going to take place. This next question speaks to the finance and marketing plan, previously known as a business plan. If you have completed one in the last 5 years, you can answer yes and upload the document to your application at the end of the form. If you have not, we highly recommend right-clicking on the hyperlink, which will open a new tab in your browser. This is a checklist for writing your finance and marketing plan again, previously known as a business plan. While there is no template for exactly what this plan should look like, we do highly recommend working through this checklist to ensure that you cover all of the bullet points noted here. Once completed, this can be uploaded to the document section at the end of your application. The next question speaks to an environmental farm plan, or an EFP. Answer this question as it applies to your organization that is completing the berry removal project. If you are working towards renewing or applying for a brand new EFP for your operation, you can answer with this middle option here. To do so, your application for renewal or a new EFP must already be submitted to IAF. If you intend to do so in the future, you will need to answer, I do not have an active EFP. As previously mentioned, occasional questions will require information which will populate a secondary question, as seen here with production insurance. For the next question regarding the total acreage you're growing, please round up to the nearest whole acre. An example, if you're growing 22.2 acres, please enter 23 in the field below. The question is, what is the total acreage of commercial perennial crops that you are currently growing for production, both owned and leased? For my example, I am growing 54.1 acres, so to round that up, I need to enter 55 in the field. This next question speaks to the locations where plant removal is going to take place. I need to hover over this green plus on the right hand side and select. This will create a pop-up in the application form. I need to work through this plant location, adding all information as it applies to that particular location. If you are removing plants from multiple locations, you will need to add in a plant location for every single PID where removal is taking place. Each planting location will also have a document section. Here we encourage you to upload a site map showing the farm location for removal and road access to the field. To do so, again, select the green plus on the right hand side. From here, you'll be able to drag files here or search from your device. Select Start Upload to upload the document. Once you see 100% and the blue tick here, you can close out of that box and it will populate on your planting location. Once all of the information relating to this particular location is complete, select Save. Again, if you're removing plants from multiple PID numbers, you will need to add a location for each PID number where removal is taking place by selecting the green plus and completing the information as it relates to that field. We do ask that you read through the terms and conditions so that you are aware of what you are applying to when seeking funding through IAF. Once that is done, select I agree and input your name. The final section of the application form is the document section. Similar to the planting locations, you can do so by clicking this green button and it will populate the Upload Files screen. Again, you can drag files in here or search from your device. Start, upload, and save, and they will add to your application form. Optional documents we recommend uploading here would be the likes of confirmation of ownership/lease of the land, examples being a land title, a BC assessment document from the current year, or a copy of your signed lease, as well as a finance and marketing plan that you've completed for your operation. Once you have completed your application, please select Save and Close. Once submissions become available for the stream that you are applying to, in this instance, stream 4, berries removal, a second button will appear in the bottom right hand corner here that will say Submit.
You need to ensure that you click the Submit button so that it comes through to the IAF team for review. The Submit button for Stream 4 berries removal will become available at 9 a.m. on November 25, 2025 for this intake. Thank you and good luck.